fucking my cerebellum. I've been in tongue, my artist war, like me and Bellin. My day 7, see what you're smelling is me and Helen. You see that 7 or 7 seeds, one in Magellan. I'm on a record, Mac a lemon and split your melon. If that don't get him a honeydew in a split second. America's most, put us both in the smoke section. With no sticks, no seeds, and no exception.
Yeah, you know I roll like. I'm like, this nigga got it. Yo.
Yeah, and then we smoke that.
Now everybody say that. I'm like, yeah, you know I roll like. I'm like, this nigga got it. Yo.
Yeah, and then we smoke that. Front rubbers, you got a bird, the one covered. You came to me with a butter knife, then don't cut it. Just cold crush it, wild style when I cold crush it. The killer has got a gill lost on cold blooded. You already, I love the Reggie, got
Happy Taco Tuesdays.
And yo, Mac, Granddaddy, and I'm listening to Bob Marley. I tear the roof off the porch like it's house party. I like the new edition, that Green Homie gets a killer. Rock, Ricky, Mike, Bobby, Ronnie, and Johnny. Niggas say they got gas, but it's all gas. They talking like a podcast, nigga, all ass. I never share, and I don't pass the clip. Cause that shit on his lip, that's some shit on his lip, nigga. Yeah, you know I roll out. I'm like, this nigga got it. Yo.
Yeah, and then we smoke that.
Now everybody say that. I'm like, yeah, you know I roll out. I'm like, this nigga got it. Yo.
Yeah, and then we smoke that.
Know me, dog, I smoke big bags. Every time I'm in the store, they know I get backs. Run out, then I get fucking raws. And if you don't like the style, say lick the balls. Damn right, dog, slap like a wrestler. Don't give a shit when I grab your bear wrestle ya. Bear hug ya, snap your neck. Don't like Zoe, dog, better give me respect. Hit him. I love the song, but we're going to get right into it. How's everybody feeling on this beautiful, warm day today, actually? Bare chested again, yes. But I got our flag on this time. Well, basically, I should be rocking the red, green, and black. Our true colors, Rashad Jamal. Oh, yeah, he reminded me. But yes, I don't think it's going to be a long download, but I just first and foremost want to thank my collective for validating how much I do for the community, and the clarities, it's phenomenal. I thought I was entering y'all's world as a rookie, nervous. And this download is for anybody that is second guessing their abilities and their talents if they think it's too much, because the clarity I received is the world needs a little spice, a lot of spice, a lot of laughter, a lot of familiar faces, familiar energy. And what I mean by familiar energy is, you know, when we get off work, right? Especially when you go to a job and you know everybody's stiff McGiffs. Just everybody's in there. Okay. Did you fold the napkins properly this time? Did you? Because last time you folded them, there was a little just nipple right there that was just flapping, and Mr. Stevenson was looking at it the whole time he was with his wife at dinner. Little stiff people. I was like, are you serious? So I'm setting up napkins for 56,000 tables, and one of them had a little ripple. You know we have an image here, which I respect. Okay, if you have an image, you want to not be with one of them employees and just fucking up just to do it, just to go out in the back and smoke and shit. You know, hurry up, get there before the fucking next rush comes in. So we gonna do tonight, man. We gonna party tonight, shit, man. Fuck Mr. Johnson and his fucking rules. We've all been in jobs like that. You know what I'm saying? And the employer knows that you about to get fired in 2 days, but you going in there like, man, I'm good. Then all of a sudden you get your resignation. The day you go in there super puffy chested. I got this. Hey, Mr. Steve, why don't you walk in the back office? Mr. Johnson wants to talk to you. And all of a sudden your confidence drops. Because everybody around in the break room they radiate off your energy. And all of a sudden you go back there and then you get fired. Then you walk out with your head dropped. Then everybody else's energy that you gave them for confidence just just diminish. Like, damn, man, Stevie got fired? Fuck. I thought he was going to be the one that's fucking changed the whole dynamics, the dynamics in this bitch. It's terrible. Where I'm getting at is, I entered this world and I was just utilizing my skills that I've learned over these years, because I have been somebody that sometimes dims my own light when I'm around certain people, because I feel like I'm too much. And last night I got another message that maybe God wants me to be alone right now because my energy is just too much for people. And when I heard that last night, it just gave me flashbacks of the relationships I have been in. 1 second, let me turn on the light. I got the sunlight coming in here, but I don't want the video to be messed up, just in case for the lighting. Where was that at? Yeah, so I used to dim my light a lot because I thought I was too much, and that's why I think I don't have, or God wants me to be in isolation a little bit longer. I thought that was an orb, but that's a floating hair because the air conditioner came on. You know, when the air conditioner comes on, you just start seeing things floating. But you forget, you know, the air vents. So no deodorant chunks this time. I wish there were so I can eat something. It's like some bubblegum rolls. He's like, is he eating his deodorant rolls? It's terrible. But don't dim your light for anybody. Sometimes, not any time at all. I mean, if you find yourself through your life experience that people say, hey, keep it down and this and that, that's a good inclination. That's a good sign that you're special, all right? If people tell you to control the way you are naturally, if people attempt to control the way you naturally are, then you know that you're outside of the follower algorithm. You don't just follow rules. You're not just going with the American dream. Oh, I'm going to do this with my dad and my nephews and nieces. And you're actually curious and inquisitive to step onto another path that hasn't been ventured or trekked on. That's what I've always been when I was young. I'm just adventurous. I was curious. I always loved doing something that the average person didn't. A lot of people love wearing name brand shirts and stuff. Clothes. I didn't have a problem with that, but I just noticed when I was young, a lot of people looked like other people. Just a whole bunch of Lil Waynes walking around and stuff. And I was always sitting back and I was telling my boy about it. I was like, hey, you see these cats looking just like Lil Wayne and shit? It's like, yeah, little skinny jeans and stuff. And I just noticed it was just a trend. And then when I noticed that trend, I realized how much influence and power these celebrities have. If they can influence people to look like them, then that broke down another theory of mine, another layer. I was like, why would they want to look like someone else? Then the Eureka light bulb. Oh, because they're not happy with themselves, so they want to emulate somebody else. And that's where it hit me. Is when we were doing a radio station up in DC, Listen Vision Radio. We had Detention Hall Radio, and me and my boys from the group, we would have a show every Wednesday and Thursdays, and just get up there and just talk about what I'm talking about now. Just things that you don't hear the average talk about. Just open conversations about the industry, whatever it was. We would just have fun, and people loved that show. My boy would have the sound bites on there and shit. My other boy would be the researcher, and then my other boy would be the DJ. We had 2 DJs, Dale and DJ Sick Turtle. And then we had the sports. My boy did sports. Monty did sports. Mike did the music. And I was like the Fox Mulder conspiracy theorist guy. I was the wild one. I was the Joker. So they always, every time I had the floor to speak, everybody in the room be, so don't you say what you don't. That was the funniest thing. Every time they gave me the floor, they knew I was gonna say some wild shit. So they like wanted to censor me and what I said. But people loved all of our personalities. you may seem like I'm bouncing around, but it's kind of a bounce around freestyle. But first and foremost, I want to thank the collective for letting me know how valuable I am. I overthink that so much, and when I hear y'all's videos last night, it brought tears to my eyes. I cried like a few times last night. I cried for my Uncle Morris. I was sitting here, and then all of a sudden I saw a vision of my spirit team all around me, just looking at me, clapping, and cheering me on, and it made me break down and cry. So my mom, uncle, a lot of people I saw that. It was just surreal because I felt the energy change, and it was like, you're about to step into a new realm, Alonzo. You're finally showing your worthiness. I'm feeling the breeze now. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. It's confirmation. When you're connected to Source. So I went out grounding yesterday and today. It felt great. And I was controlling the wind. The sun come. Every time I go grounding, the sun just comes up from wherever it's at. If it's beyond clouds, and then I close my eyes and it just gets right to the middle of my third eye. And then I just hold my hands up like this, and then the wind and shit just, I'm like, oh my God, I'm a wind bender. The wind, or the airbender, or whatever that movie was, because every movie's about us, yada yada. And I just like, yo, I'm connected, yo. This is ill. I can't wait to start gravitating, levitating, and flying. You may be like, what are you talking about? Once you know who you are, and then you realize the powers that you unlock, what you get inside your DEA, if you're a Latino or a carbonated being like me, then we don't have DNA. Because DNA is just synthetic. All right, they have like 3 strands. We have like 99. It's like we're 9 ether beings, and DNA are 6 ether beings, I believe, if I'm saying that correctly. Rashad Jamal. He is my teacher. Go follow him at IM_Rashad Jamal. And forgive me, I say Rashid Jamal and Rashad Jamal. Sometimes I'm in the flow. You know who I'm talking about. So if I don't mean to butcher your name, King. Not King, God. I don't mean to butcher your name. So you know who I'm speaking about. That's my teacher. I'm a student. Hopefully. But I'm going to get you out. We're good. Steve Rogers. You ready? So we're 9 ether beings, and I'm going so deep. But if you guys want to learn more about esoteric knowledge on who we all are and how this planet was taken over by the colonizers in 1942, the Ocean Sea, Blue, Columbus. I don't want to go too far. If you want to learn more about how this planet's origin is and how it started, planet Tiamat, go to the University of Cosmic Intelligence. That is Rashad Jamal's university that he started years ago. He's the true activist. You guys may see a post I put up about Kendrick Lamar and how everybody was saying, oh, he's a true activist. He's a good, talented artist. Don't take that from him at all. But like I was saying, when my boys was telling me, hey, did you see the Super Bowl show? And then I watched the performance and I saw the symbolism, and then fucking Django character, Samuel Jackson was out there, his Uncle Sam. I'm like, oh my God. And then the checkerboards, and then the Squid Game symbolism, and then the PlayStation controllers. So I'm like, oh, Big J. So he's a part of the club, okay? He sold himself out too, unfortunately. There's no filter, so we can get there. And then, he won 5 Grammys. And then New Breed. Go follow New Breed Global on Instagram too. New Breed Global or New Breed 404. He breaks down the whole Super Bowl breakdown symbolism. And when I came across his channel, he was breaking it down authentically. So if you want that information, go follow New Breed.